Hey buddy, welcome back to the garden. Doug CrocGardener here. Today, it's about the middle of November, a little bit after. We're going to do an update on our winter garden. See how things are running in here in the hoop house over here and the cold frame over here. So yeah, let's get down to it. In here you can see we do have flowers still going. I'm just going to leave that guy in there. It makes me happy. We do have some turnips. Looks like lots of turnips going. We're going to have to thin those out. And down here, we do have a bunch of spinach going. And I did plant some carrots in here, and I have yet to see any of those come up. So I don't know if it's just not been warm enough or what the deal is, but that's the cold frame. Yeah, I'm venting out the cold frame today. It is just a little bit warm out. And let's check out the hoop house real quick. A lot greener in this hoop house, I'll tell you that. Back here and up here, I'm really thinking these are potato plants. Really thinks that they're producing well under here. Over here we've got some various turnips, and in between everything, see those little grass-like nodules down there. Those look like spinach. So yeah, I'm gonna leave these open for today. Supposed to get some rain tonight. Get some rain in there. This evening I'll probably go and take off the door to the hoop house and then put it back on. The real test is coming up this next week. We're gonna have some cold weather, and that's gonna be really tempting to see how this cold weather is gonna handle with these things. Let's go inside and we'll check out how things are going on inside, and let's crunch some numbers here. I got some information off the little thermostats I got, and we'll see how things are actually running. So down here in the basement we had the spinach plot. Doesn't look very good. Not very many of them are coming up. Not sure exactly what's going on, but we might have to do a replanting here. And in here we have pak choy, cabbage, head broccoli, sprouting broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and Brussels sprouts. Some of these are going to stay down here, and some of them will go into the hoop house, and some of them will go into the gold frame. So I'm going to show you a couple graphs that we have here. First one is going to be the relative humidity graph. If you notice on this graph, I have a blue line representing the outside humidity, a yellow line outside representing the cold frame humidity, and the red line representing the hoop house humidity. If you can see here, the red line, that's pretty consistent with the hoop house. The hoop house has not really dipped down below 75% very often, maybe just one time. The cold frame, it's got its little bit of ups and downs on humidity. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. That might be a sensor placement. All in all, though, I think the main thing to show here is that we're getting consistent humidity levels. Everything's been always above 50% with the exception of a couple dips below. And I think we should be in good shape. The next graph that I have here, it actually goes from November 11th to November 17th, same as the relative humidity graph. But the next graph is the outside temperature graph. Basically, this graph shows the temperature of outside, which is the blue line, the temperature inside the hoop house, which is the red line, and the temperature inside the cold frame, which is the yellow line. So you can see we got some peaks, some valleys here. The main thing that I wanted to take from this graph was that, one, it wasn't getting too hot when we did have some hot days and sunny days. And the main thing is going to be testing the coldness of this. See how well these things hold their temperatures in. So if we look at a couple of data points here that I wanted to look at. First off, the highest temperature outside that we got between the November 11th and November 17th time frame was 69.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So inside the hoop house at that point in time, I got up to 87.2 Fahrenheit. And inside the cold frame, it got up to a whopping 95.1 degrees Fahrenheit. That's in November, folks. November 10th is when that happened, at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So outside, the lowest it got was 32.7. That would constitute a day that we would get frost. So inside the hoop house, it was 37.2. And inside the cold frame, it got down to 44 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're seeing temperatures that are going to be above the outside temperatures in both the hoop house and cold frame when it does get down to 32 or so. The hoop house was essentially 5 degrees higher. The cold frame was even higher than that, at about 12 degrees higher. So we're doing pretty good there. So all in all, as you can see, we are getting some good data from these little switch bots that I bought. I think it's going to be kind of handy to see how things are going and how things are progressing in the two. And we'll see which device I like to use more. I think it's not going to be as much as function and temperature as much as it's going to be the ease of use. But we'll see how things go. When things get really cold and chilly, that's going to be the true test for this. If you guys like my little experiment here, click that thumbs up, click that subscribe button, check out my winter gardening playlist. Cheers everybody, God bless.